fans, do you want to win your share of $100,000? Simply enter the houseofboxing.com Fight Night Prediction Challenge. Compete with boxing fans around the world. Simply head over to houseofboxing.com and sign up now.
This is Charlie Parsons for Boxing Social in association with William Hill and houseofboxing.com. Gareth Davies, I appreciate you. You waited a little bit for me there, and that goes a long way. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Carnage unfolded. We expected Carnage to unfold. Yep. Last minute decision not to have Tommy Fury and KSI go at it face to face. Probably a good idea the way they both slammed the cage.
Well, they don't want too much drama today. We had it all yesterday. We nearly lost a fight, didn't we, because of the microphone hitting Logan Paul from Dylan Danis. So at least that fight's still going ahead. He's been medically cleared. There's a lot of jeopardy on Tommy Fury going into this fight. I mean, KSI is incredibly confident. He's got a massive following. It's an extraordinary event when you've got a boxer facing a YouTuber with such a huge following. KSI clearly the favourite in here with the fans, but clearly not the favourite in the ring in terms of what he can do athletically. Tommy Fury almost has to win for boxing's sake again, very similar to when he fought Jake Paul. So, it's a fascinating setup, fascinating event, and they obviously clearly kept John Fury away from the drama today.
Right decision?
Yeah, probably is. Yeah.
I just spoke to Vidal Riley. Obviously, we know that he's good friends with KSI, so he'll be a little bit biased. But he said, look, KSI is under no illusion. He knows how difficult tomorrow night is. He knows that he's stepping up in the deep end. When we look at it on face value, we know what happened with Joe Fournier. It went down as a no contest. Obviously, before that, you've only really got Joe Weller, the Logan Paul fights, and then since he made his return, FaZe Temper and Swarms. It would be a huge ask.
Yeah, absolutely. These events aren't real boxing. We've got to remember that. It's trending to do record-breaking pay-per-view numbers. It's different from boxing. Boxing, some of the greatest boxing matches don't do the biggest numbers. It's weird, but this is a different sphere, a different milieu, a different type of audience, very young audience. So they're very influenced by these guys. That's why they use that word for these guys with big YouTube followings. So it's a fascinating world. I'd rather be here and witness it and see it rather than not be here and say, I don't agree with this, or I'd much rather be around it. Obviously, I'm working for TalkSport here. I've been working for William Hill. There's a lot of betting on it, even though it's not real boxing. It's just interesting to see how boxing is being used, if you like, or hijacked in some ways, because people love the theatre and drama of fight sports.
Gareth, just finally, we saw Logan Paul and Dylan Danis go at it. Logan very late to the weigh-in. Yeah. What do you make by it all?
He was here, though. I saw him come in.
He was.
Yeah.
But, I mean, would you maybe say, like, we know that we don't know about Dylan's stand-up game, right, at all, but he's very much in Logan's head.
Yeah, he is, but I think Logan Paul's now got a reason. He's given him a big reason. He's, divisive social media campaign. He's given him a reason to want to beat Dylan Danis up. I do think it's going to end in a really weird, dramatic, maybe even disqualification. There's drama written all over that fight.
Final message ahead of tomorrow night, the big one, KSI, Tommy Fury, Logan Paul, Dylan Danis. We have seen a week full of carnage. It is now ready to fight.
Yeah, final message is, just enjoy it. Just enjoy it for what it is. It's not a world title, it's just a boxing match. It's boxing between a guy who has a big name, who's a target in Tommy Fury, and another guy, KSI, who is hugely followed in the world. And they put them together, and it's created an explosive element to it all. It's fascinating.
Gareth Davies, as always, thank you for speaking to us at
Pleasure.
Boxing Social.